What would you do if you had a chance, a second chance at life? What would you do? Would you travel? Would you start a new job? Would you create a new business? You have carte blanche. Well, that's what happened to me. I had a second chance at life because I was dying. And my doctors at Keck USC Hospital said, if you don't get a kidney and a liver transplant really soon, there's nothing we can do for you. So I wish I knew who the man was who donated the deceased donor. He donated his kidney and his liver to me so that I could live. I mean, I literally was on my way out. The doctors told my husband and my daughter and our friends that if she doesn't get some transplants within a couple of days, I'm sorry, just there's nothing we can do for her. So again, I can't thank him because everything is very private. You can't just call the family and say, oh, thank you. You don't know his name, you don't know anything. So I'm grateful because I'm here today to tell you how you can save a life. It was 2016, and I told you my health was failing. I needed transplants, but you know what? You don't just go get them in a few days. There's an entire process. It's huge. You talk about perseverance. I had to persevere and stick with the process because you know what? Some people won't do it. They go, I don't want a transplant. I don't want one. So I feel very, very fortunate that I was able to go through the process. And let me tell you something interesting. Do you know how many people are on the transplant waiting list right now? Think of the Rose Bowl Stadium. We're all in Pasadena. It seats about 90,000 people. There are 103,323 people waiting. So imagine that whole stadium filled up. Every seat is someone waiting for a transplant. And then outside, there are 13,000 people that can't get in. It is huge. 5,600 people, according to Oregon Transplant Network, die every year because they don't get a transplant. And 13 people die every day waiting. So just think about that. Today, 13 people will die without a transplant. And 1 in 3 are over the age of 50. So I was over the age of 50 in 2016, and I thought, why don't they choose someone younger? Why should they give me a transplant? Because they have more of their life left. So why does someone need a transplant? I'll tell you the reasons. Genetic condition, like kidney disease, cystic fibrosis, a heart defect, alcohol or drugs, chronic conditions like diabetes. And get this, you always think of what can be transplanted, a heart, lung, kidney, liver, but you know what else can be transplanted? Intestines, corneas, skin, tendons, bones, nerves. It's just phenomenal. May I ask, and I'm not going to ask details, could you just raise your hand if you know of someone who's had a transplant? Oh my gosh, that is a lot of people. And I'm sure you were very supportive because one organ donor can save up to 8 lives, and someone who has tissue donated can literally save up to 75 lives. It's just huge. So what did I have to go through? It takes perseverance, very hard. You have to get a referral from your doctor. You have to find a transplant center. You have to gather information about how much does it cost. You have to get all the doctors in a row, and you have to decide how you're going to pay for it. And you know what someone told me? They said, you need a support group. You need family and friends to show how important this is to you. They want transplant recipients who are truly committed. And I was very lucky because I had my husband, John, who was so supportive because can you imagine watching your wife die? And then my daughter, Elise, and she's seeing me dying. It was just very difficult, but I have the support of my family. And so what have I done to cherish this second life? Well, I wasn't going to go hang gliding or, climb the Alps or anything like that. But my husband encouraged me to write another book, and I speak on etiquette, and so it's on faux pas. So it's really going to be fun to talk about mistakes in etiquette and how to correct them. I also did a lot of work in the community, and I volunteered for Donate Life, which is the organization that helps transplant recipients who've already had transplants. And then, with my good friend Linda Roth, we started a YouTube show. This was right before COVID, and it was called What's Up Neighbors. And we went around and interviewed residents in La Cañada, Altadena, and San Marino. The hard thing about Altadena was, if some of you know Zorthian Ranch, that incredible ranch Alan Zorthian runs that his father started, it was almost burned to the ground. And there were all these structures. It was just gorgeous. So I mentioned earlier what you can do to save a life. It's not only CPR, but what you can do is donate your organs. Sign up for the organ donor list. You can do that online, or you can go to the DMV, or you can sign up with donatelife.net. So I just want you to know, don't wait for a second life to come through. The life that you have right now, do everything that you want, because I got a second chance, and I'm so grateful to this man, and I wish I could tell him thank you.